Okay, let's wait for people to join. People can join. Hold on. Okay, there's someone in here. Okay, it's only me apparently. Unless the other person I just can't see. Okay, so I guess I'm just gonna start. So yeah, first I'm probably gonna go over the band cards that I have. Let me just organize these real quick. Sorry, I'm gonna have to get these in order real quick, so bear with me. I'm doing spell when I get to the non-band cards, I'm gonna do it in a certain order. I should. Well, this is as of the last time I checked, but I could be, because I forgot which ones are now banned because they just updated it at the beginning of this month. I think it was at the beginning of this month. Yes. Yes, I remember that from Deadpool 2. I remember watching that in theaters with you. Oh wait, hold on. I thought you were mod. Hold on. Add moderator. There we go. You're a mod now. Because I thought I had you at a mod before, but I guess I didn't. Yeah, I'm not in school because because I don't have school today. Me and Alex don't have school today since, well, we have school, but online. Okay, here we go. So yeah, I have basically the cards I have for from the ban list is IB the World Chalice Justler, which basically I can, for this card Synchro Summon, you can treat one World Chalice normal monster you control as a target, and then I can use each of the following effects once per turn. If this card is Synchro Summon, you can add one World Legacy card from your deck to your hand. So basically, I mean, even though it has 1800 attack and 2100 defense, it's useful. This Synchro Summon card is sent from the field to the graveyard. You can special summon one World Chalice monster from your deck or graveyard, except IB the World Chalice Jestler. But if this weren't banned, which I can see why it's banned. At first, I didn't notice why it would be banned. Then now I realize because it may have 1800 attack, but in a way it's OP. And Magical Scientist, oh wait, here's the card, if you can see it. This, and then Magical Scientist, right, this one. I have them in these because that's how I know if they're banned or I can't use them, because of like this one, I can't read that, so and I tried using a translator, it didn't help. So yeah, Magical Scientists, pay 100 life points to special summon a level 6 or lower fusion monster from your fusion that can face up attack or defense position. That fusion monster cannot attack your opponent's life points directly and is returned to your fusion deck at the end of the turn. So basically, on my opponent's turn, I can basically assume I can summon this my turn, and then during my opponent's turn, basically I can fusion summon by paying 1000 life points, but then it goes back to my extra deck as it's called now. And then here's Jar Robber. I can't use it because it's not banned, but I can't use it because of it says you can only activate this card when Pot of Greed is activated. Negate the effect of the Pot of Greed, you draw one card from your deck. The reason why I can't use it is because Pot of Greed is banned. And I have two of these mass drivers. But this is actually, I can see why this is banned, because offer one monster on your side of the field as a tribute to inflict 400 points of direct damage to your opponent's life points. So basically, you can probably end them quickly. So yeah, it's banned. And return from the different dimension, I can remember what this does. You basically your banished monsters, you can summon as much as you can, and then by paying half your life points, and then basically they're banished at the end of the turn. Banish all monsters that were special summoned by this effect at the end of the turn, at the end phase. So now, for my cards that aren't banned but aren't in decks. I have Servants of the Fallen King, which is a skill for bones. Basically, once per turn, you can send one level 3 or lower zombie normal monster from your deck to the graveyard. So, basically, that's useful for a zombie deck, because zombies kind of rely on the graveyard. But it makes sense because it's a zombie. Then I have Invoked Galaga. I can't fusion summon this one because I don't have Alistair the Invoker, but I do have a Dark Monster, so. But if a player's monster effect attempts to activate, none of that player's monsters can activate their effects for the rest of this turn. Now this card is face up on the field, each player can attack with only one monster during each battle phase. So it's useful, but at the same time, if they have a stronger monster than this, then basically I can't I mean, I'm gonna get destroyed. And I got Punished Eagle. It doesn't have an effect, but I don't have Blue Winged Crown or Novatori. And Super Robo Lady, which I need Robo Lady and Robo Yaru. You can special summon Super Robo Yaru by returning this card from the field to the fusion deck. You cannot use this effect during the same turn this monster is special summoned. Special summoned in addition, increase the attack of this monster by 1,000 points during the damage step when this monster inflicts direct damage to your opponent's life points. So basically, it starts off at 1,200 and then gains 1,000, so that would be 2,200, and my phone just went off. Okay, it's Emmy tweeting again. She constantly tweets when I'm doing something. And VWXYZ Dragon Catapult Cannon, which, if you've seen Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, that was that started off as Chaz's Ace Monster, but then his Ace Monster became Armed Dragon and the Ojamas. This basically, I need VW Tire Catapult in XYZ Dragon Cannon. I have the monsters to do XYZ Dragon Cannon, but I don't have the one. Well, I don't have the ones to do VW Tire Catapult, and I don't have XYZ Dragon Cannon or VW Tire Catapult, so I can't do that. But basically, this card can be special summoned from your fusion deck by removing from play the above cards on your side of the field. You do not use polymerization. Once returned, remove from play one card on your opponent's side of the field. When this card attacks, you can change the battle position of the attack target monster. And of course, Jaden beat it because his deck was broken. But pretty much all the protagonists in Yu-Gi-Oh's decks were broken. Well, I mean, so were their what is it called? Not exactly arch nemesis, but like rival. Their decks were broken too. Except for Jaden's rival, Chaz, his deck wasn't really broken. But Zane, his deck was broken. But Jaden still beat it. And then I got Invoked Galaga. I think that's how you pronounce it. I don't know. I need Alistair the Invoker, which again I don't have, and I need a Water Monster, which I have. And then it cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. Your opponent cannot target this card with card effects. Well, it just says that twice, basically. This card can attack while in face-up defense position. If it does, apply its attack for a damage calculation. So yeah, I can summon it in defense. I can summon it in defense and attack still. So why don't they just ban this card? I mean, I won't be able to use it, but I don't know. And I got this card from Dark Side of Dimensions, Crimson Noble Trinity, the Dark Cubic Lord. I can't summon it because I don't have 3 Crimson Noble, the Dark Cubic Lords. I don't even have any of those, but must be fusion summoned with the above fusion materials and cannot be special summoned by other ways. Cannot be targeted or destroyed by your opponent's card effects. When this card declares an attack, half your opponent's life points. When this card destroys a monster by battle, you can activate this effect. This card can make a second attack during this battle phase. If you take effect damage, inflict damage to your opponent equal to damage you took. So it can make pretty much, well, it can make 2 attacks. It doesn't say anything about a third attack. Yeah. And then I have Charubin the Fire Knight, which doesn't have any effects, so but I need Monster Egg and Hinotomasil, which I don't think I have any of these. Well, any of those. Then I have Hybrid Dragon, Archfiend, King Calamity, 2 of them, which I can't summon because I don't have. Well, I have 2 tuners, but I don't have a non-tuner Dark Dragon Synchro monster. So yeah. But when this card is synchro summoned, you can activate its effect. For the rest of this turn, your opponent cannot activate cards. Also, cards your opponent controls cannot activate their effects. Your opponent cannot activate cards or effects in response to this effect's activation. This card destroys a monster of battle and inflicts damage to your opponent equal to that monster's original attack. This card in its owner's possession is destroyed by an opponent's card. You can target 1 level 8 or lower Dark Dragon Synchro monster in your graveyard special summon. So basically, if I had a Red Dragon Archfiend, then I could summon that back. And then I have Digital Bug Scradiator, and I don't have 2 or more level 3 light insect monsters. But once per turn during either player's turn, you can detach 2 Xyz materials from this card, then target 1 monster your opponent controls. Change its battle position, and if you do, it has its effects negated until the end of this turn. Once per turn, when this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, you can attach that destroyed monster to this card as Xyz material. So that's pretty useful if I get light insect monsters. And then Madulk Teacher Glassuful, I don't know how to pronounce that. But I need 2 level Madulk monsters, and I don't have those. Quick effect, you can detach 1 material from this card, then target 1 Madulk monster on the field. This turn that face-up monster is unaffected by monster effects, except its own. If a Madulk card is sent to your graveyard while this card is on the field, except during the damage step, you can shuffle up to 2 cards from the graveyard into the decks. You can only use each effect of Madulk Teacher Glassuful once per turn. So, yeah, it's though it's weak with 1800 attack points, it's pretty useful. And then I have Hungry Burger, which is Makuba's ace monster, but it can only be it can only be summoned with Hamburger Recipe, and you must tribute monsters whose total levels equals 6 or more. And then I have Larvae Moth, which is not really useful because it has 700 attack and 400 defense, and its only effect is this monster can only be special summoned by offering Petite Moth as a tribute on the second of your turns after Petite Moth has been equipped with Cocoon of Evolution. So it's not strong, and it doesn't say anything about it being able to be summoned with basically, well, it doesn't say anything about being able to summon Insect Queen. No, I mean Perfectly Ultimate Great Moth, I believe. Yeah. Then Buster Gundle the Cubic Behemoth, which cannot be normal summoned or set, must be special summoned from your hand by sending 3 cubic monsters you control to the graveyard. It cannot be special summoned by other ways. If summoned this way, this card gains 3,000 attack. This card can make a second and third attack during each battle phase. This card in your possession is Sent to the graveyard by your opponent's card by battle or card effect. You can target up to 3 cubic monsters in your graveyard. Special summon them. Then you can add 1 cubic card from your deck or graveyard to your hand. And I have not 3. I don't have 3 cubic monsters, so I can't summon that. And I'm wanting to get more cubic Legion on the cubic seeds, but I don't have any yet. Well, I only have 1. And then Flower Cardian Cherry Blossom with Curtain, which I don't know if it's useful because I forgot what this effect is. Cannot be normal summoned or set. Must be special summoned by its own effect. You can reveal this card in your hand, draw 1 card, and if you do, show it. Then special summon this card if the drawn card is a Flower Guardian monster. Otherwise, send it and this card to the graveyard. During either player's damage step, when your Flower Guardian monster battles an opponent's monster, you can discard this card. Your battling monster gains 1000 attack until the end of this turn. So I guess it is pretty useful. Then I have Galaxy Brave. This card in your hand. If this card is in your hand, you can reveal 1 full-time monster in your hand, special summon this card, and if you do, Solo becomes the level of that full-time monster. This card is normal or special summon. You can target 1 galaxy monster in your graveyard. This card's attack and defense become that monster's attack and defense. You can only use each effective Galaxy Brave once per turn. So I don't have any galaxy monsters, so I can't have it in deck. I have photon monsters, but no galaxy monsters. And then Guardian Chaos. This card can only be normal summoned, flip summoned, or special summoned when there is a Rod of Silence Chaos on your side of the field. This card is unaffected by any spell cards. Also, this card cannot be an attack target of your opponent's monsters. So, it can stay on the field forever. You can just keep powering it up. Unless someone negates its effect. But I don't think it can do that. Oh no, if there's a trap, they can do that. Then Arsenal Summoner. Flip add 1 card that includes Guardian and its name, when its card name from your deck to your hand. You cannot add Celtic Guardian, which I have, and I cannot. So that means, but I can't use that. Winged Guardian of the Fortress number 1, Winged Dragon, Guardian of the Fortress number 2, Guardian of the Labyrinth, or the Reliable Guardian. I can't use those to summon this, so I can't add those to my hand. Wait, actually, I can still add this in the deck, but I want to be able to use its effect. So, then Black Dragon Ninja. Cannot be special summoned except with the effect of a ninja monster or ninjutsu art card. Once per turn, during either player's turn, you can send 1 ninja monster and 1 ninjutsu art card from your hand and or face up from your field to the graveyard. And target 1 monster on the field, banish it. If this face up card leaves the field, special summon as many monsters banished by this card's effect as possible to their owner's fields. So that's pretty useful. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get something to eat. Okay, I'm back. Okay. Now, I have Fight for Repair, which I don't have any Fight Furs. Target one Fight for Fusion monster in your graveyard. Return it to the extra deck. Then you can special summon one Fluffle or Edge Imp monster from your graveyard. You can banish this card from your graveyard. Special summon one Fluffle or Edge Imp monster from your hand. You can only use one Fight for Repair effect per turn and only once that turn. Then I have Fight for Patchwork, which again I don't have Fight for monsters. Add one Edge Imp monster and one Polymerization from your deck to your hand. You can only activate one Fight for Patchwork per turn. And I don't have Edge Imp. I don't have Fluffle either. And then Fight for Fusion. And obviously, this is Fusion monster. Fusion summon a Fight for Fusion monster from your extra deck by banishing one Fusion material. By banishing fusion materials listed on it from your side of the field or graveyard. You can only activate it once per turn. And Magical Invocation, I think is how it's pronounced. You can summon one fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters from your hand or field as material, including a spellcaster monster. If summoning a Magistus fusion monster this way, you can also use monsters in your spell and trap zones that are equipped to Magistus monster. You can only activate one Magistus invocation per turn. I don't have any Magistus monsters. And Magistus Theurgy. Target one Magistus monster you control. Equip it with a Magistus. Excuse me, I got hiccups. Equip it with a Magistus monster, except a level 4 monster from your extra deck, graveyard, or face-up field. If you have at least one each Magistus fusion, Synchro, Exceed, and Link monster in your graveyard, you can equip it with one non-Magistus fusion, Synchro, Exceed, or Link monster from your extra deck instead. You can only activate Magistus Theurgy once per turn. Okay. Make sure I don't have any. Okay, BF Zelos, which is a field spell. When this card is activated, you can add one Boss Rush, which I don't have, from your deck to your hand. All BES monsters you control gain 500 attack and defense. I don't have BES monsters. Your opponent cannot target them with card effects, and they cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. Well, if they can't target them, obviously they can't be destroyed. Once per turn, you can special summon one BES monster from your hand. The BES monster is normal when special summoned to your field. Place one counter on it. And Cloudian Aerosol. Discard one Cloudian monster, which I don't have any Cloudian monsters, and target one face-up monster on the field. Place fog counters on that monster equal to its level. You can banish this card and one Cloudian monster from your graveyard. Special summon one Cloudian monster from your deck. You can only use one Cloudian aerosol effect per turn and only once that turn. And then Condolence Puppet. Send gimmick puppet monsters with different names from your deck to the graveyard, up to the number of monsters your opponent controls that were special summoned from your extra deck. +1, you banished this card. Oh. So yeah, I don't have any gimmick puppets. You can banish this card from your graveyard, then target one Machine Xyz monster you control. It cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects while face up on the field. You can only use each effect of Condolence Puppet once per turn. Then Command Stance is this card is used to summon Performance of Sword, which I must tribute a total of monsters who equal 6 or more levels. And then Brawl Regenerator, which is an equip spell. Activate this card by targeting one rocket monster in your graveyard, special summon it, and equip it with this card, but banish it when this card leaves the field. If this card is sent to the graveyard because the equipped monster is destroyed, you can draw one card. You can only use each effect of Brawl Regenerator once per turn. I have some rocket monsters, but not that much, so I'm not adding it in a deck. And then Crusadia Testament, which activate one of these effects. Your opponent cannot activate cards or effects in response to the activation of your Crusadia monster effects this turn. After damage calculation, if your Crusadia Link monster destroys an opponent's monster by battle, draw cards equal to your monster's Link rating. You can only activate one Crusadia Testament per turn. So, yeah, I'm actually gonna... Yeah, I have a lot of cards, so I'm not gonna be able to go through them all today. So, yeah. I'm just gonna leave it here. So, good little one, bitches.